Welcome to this week's YouTube video. What is the best thing that's ever happened to me? The death of my son. That's a bit jarring, right? How can the death of a child be the best thing to ever happen to you? But what it did was, it gave me an almighty punch in the head, an opportunity to rethink what was going on. And prior to that, life was pretty good. Built and sold multiple companies. From an early age, I was an entrepreneur. From a young teenager, I was hustling, 12, 13 years of age. But it was all about the hustle, the push, the move. I went into banking. I was making a lot of money very early. I then went on and built and sold multiple companies. And always the thing I thought I had was the consistency. And I did. I had that tenacity, that resilience. But in terms of getting ourselves to optimum performance, getting ourselves to high performance, understanding heart rate variability, vagal tone, the vagus nerve, the nervous system, the autonomic nervous system, something was missing. And I can remember at my lowest point, a couple of years after Joshua died, there's a photograph of me at a party. And in that photograph, I can see this vacant look in my eyes. I can see this lost soul that has come to the end of his road. Because the consistency and pushing, striving, was running out of road. It wasn't helping me anymore. And what I'd failed to realize was that when we're burning out, when we have consumed all the fuel that normally fires these engines, more burning and more pushing doesn't help. It's like screaming at a plant wanting it to flower, or screaming at a dead plant and wanting it to be alive again. Our nervous system is like nature. Even in clinical studies, we can see that the ganglia within the vagus nerve is just like a flower. And those who are burnt out, overwhelmed, or even those who've had unresolved issues in the past, like I did not grieving the death of Joshua, the ganglia start to diminish. They start to wither. And with that, our vagal tone drops. If you measure your heart rate variability on a smartwatch, you will see that your vagal tone is low. You'll see that your HRV is low. The two things are directly correlated. So when I saw that burnt out, gaunt look in my eyes and my face, I knew that something different needed to happen. However, if Joshua hadn't have died, I would have still got to that point, because I was always pushing hard, wanting more. And we have an immense capacity. I always looked at everybody else thinking, nobody works as hard as I do. People need to get up, work harder, push, move, keep going. But eventually, we need to replenish. We need to refuel. We need to re-engage with the core of our being that sometimes gets lost in the midst of the desire to succeed. And this works exactly the same in professional sport. And I've worked with many professional sports people who've just lost the edge. The striker who stops scoring goals, is it because his right foot is now somehow not as good as it was a few weeks ago? Are his boots not as comfortable as they were before? Or is it that his mind has been shifted and his thoughts have become a little bit intrusive? And the intrusion of the thought brings the self-doubt. And the self-doubt slows down his capacity to perform in flow. And that slowing down and inconsistency means that in the millisecond, he thinks rather than acting. And he strikes the ball wrong. And he starts to consistency miss the goal. And then that perpetual loop comes around because the miss brings further self-doubt. And then it can be career ending. You can be drifting from team to team, never the top striker that he was. However, what I've learned in my own journey is, if we turn in and move towards those challenges in our lives, if we are actually able to sit with them and come to terms with them, we can change the outcome. Because what's limiting you now in this moment is most likely something that happened years ago. Could even be back to childhood. And the capacity in your mind is limited because you're overwhelmed right now. So you need some spaciousness. And an easy way to find spaciousness is to go after some of the things that you haven't dealt with. Face into them. Allow that nervous system to heal. Bring in the right nutrition, the right help, the right person to sit with you and help you explore these ideas. This is insight into your being. And within that insight, you will find an immense capacity to heal, to improve, to bring you back to optimal performance. And if you want high performance, it's all available. However, it's going to require consistency, consistency, consistency. The capacity to keep showing up every day. And just like I was consistent when I was successful, making money, selling companies, I had to be consistent in terms of the work needed. And sometimes the consistency at the start means that we're slowing down to speed up again, doing less right now in order to accomplish more. So if you're looking to improve your health, your nervous system, your mindset, the psychology of your being, find your path, slow down. Check out more videos on my website about breath work, cold water, nutrition. It's all coming together and it's all within your control. If you want to work with me directly, you can reach me on either yourbottomline.com or justincaffrey.com. Book an appointment and come talk to me. Please like and subscribe to this channel. It means a lot and we can support more people with free content. Have a great day.